Hi, good afternoon. My name is Stefan Kaut. I'm the executive chef of the Mandarin Oriental in Washington, D.C. And we're doing another episode of our home cooking series. And we're doing something what I absolutely love and grew up with. We're doing my version of mac and cheese, and we're adding a little bit cooked ham. A little bit is good. So the measurements pretty much is we're using a long version of the macaroni from Italy. And I ordered those online. You can get them online. You're not going to find them pretty much in the stores. I looked everywhere, but online you can get them. And those are 500 grams. 500 grams, around 18 ounces, precisely 17.7. And we're using 500 grams of pasta, 500 grams of grated Swiss cheese, the one with the holes, and cooked ham, 500 grams, all one. And it is delicious. So we're going to start with the pasta. We're going to take the pasta packet and crack it just in half like this. Then we open it. And again, the difference between mashed potatoes, cooking potatoes, and pasta. Potatoes, not much water. Pasta, lots of water. So let's help myself here with the scissors so we don't break anything. Good. And go on the other side so you can see. Lots of boiling water, good amount of salt, olive oil, and then put them slowly in so they don't stick together and they're separated. And right away, take your wooden spoon or whatever you like to stir your pasta with and make sure that they're all nicely separated. We're going to stir them in between again. Like we talked in our other episode where we did the lasagna with the spinach pasta. This pasta is going to take between 15, 18, 20 minutes to cook. And also for this dish, we want to cook our pasta well done. Good. So we're going to the cheese. I grated already almost everything. I have just a simple box grinder. And you grind your cheese. And so we don't grate the cheese for half an hour here. I did already some pre-work and had it all done before. Very good. Good. Cheese is done. And then same amount what we had with the cheese. We take the ham and we're going to cut it. Let me move this away out of your side and stripes like this. And of course the ham is layered and is already cut. That will all separate. Let me move this over to you so you can see better. So, and to make sure that the ham is nicely separated, I show a little trick. And should be pretty simple in that case. So, we're going to go, take a large gallon Ziploc bag, take our board, slide it into the bag, so almost all in it. Nice. Then make sure, normally you try to get the air out, keep the air in. You close the bag, make sure it's closed, and you shake it. Very good. And we're done. And we will be back in a minute when our pasta is cooked. So let's check our pasta. Oh, look at that. It's going nicely. Perfect. Very good. So again, very careful, very hot. We turn down the flames so we don't burn ourselves because we got to go back to the stove and finalize this dish again. Cool very slowly. You don't want that anything comes back to you. Great. So we want to make sure the pot is dry. We're going back on the heat, put the heat back on, because now at this point we just rinse them off, but we're not going to cool them down. We want to make sure they stay hot because we're going to add the cheese and the ham, right? But what we want to do is we want to make sure they're as dry as possible. And we're going to continue a little bit more on the stove, but whatever water you can get out here, because the macaroni, like you can see, they have a little hole. They make the spaghetti out of those. No, I'm just kidding. But there's hole, and then those holes, water sitting. So you're going back to your pot. You hear? That's good. Perfect. Pot is hot. Need a towel so we don't burn ourselves. And we just stir them and make sure we dry them. As drier they are, as better the cheese sticks and the whole thing gets nicely together. In this case, we're not going to do a cheese sauce, anything, or adding anything. It's pure the cheese, the ham, the pasta. Very simple, but you will see. You eat this once, you will never gonna go away from this. This is so yummy. The only thing is what we do at the end. We're gonna add a little bit salt and pepper. That's it. Don't add any liquid, any wines or anything, because it's gonna break the emulsion between the cheese and the ham. What you will see when the dish is completed. So a little bit more brine. So then we move over our ham and our cheese. And we start adding cheese. Move it slowly under. Finish the ham. And you see already that the cheese starts sticking to the pasta. Of course, there's more cheese we're adding, there's more that's going to happen, and that's exactly what you want to see. No separation, the cheese really needs to start sticking, and that's why also you want to do it slowly. Little at a time, so it doesn't lump up. And we transferred the ham from the bag into a bowl. It's a little easier, and you see that the ham is nicely separated, and you can also see how the cheese is sticking to our pasta together. Of course, you can leave the ham away and make it vegetarian, but I highly recommend the whole recipe together because it is really delicious. This is what I grew up with, and I'm glad my mom, my grandmother, my dad, they all cooked it for me, and then of course I still do. Also, that's a little bit sometimes difficult to find this type of pasta, but it is absolutely delicious. Rest of the cheese. Rest of the ham, and everything is in. We're going to continue stirring. And also, if you have leftovers, those are fantastic to reheat and pan sear in a large Teflon pan. And when it gets a little bit brown and the cheese browns up and crusty, oh, trust me, it's even better than the first time. So this dish is, if you can finish it, don't worry about it. Just put it in a Ziploc bag in the refrigerator eat it a couple of days later, or freeze it and reheat it, put it back out of the freezer, and let it thaw in the refrigerator for a day. It's fantastic. Look at this. This is exactly how it should be. Nicely stick to the pasta. Great. So we're gonna get a plate. Shrink. Seasoning's fine. We don't need to add anything. Maybe a little bit cracked pepper. But if you season the water good with your salt, no need for more salt. There is salt in the cheese, of course in the ham, and this is fantastic. So I have a little pasta tool and turn down the heat. Look at that. Nothing else needed. Just beautiful. Enjoy.